everyone! Oh my god, chill. Okay, go away. Go away. Up. Oh my god. Stop biting me. I swear to god, if you bite me, we're gonna fight. We're gonna argue. Okay, she's biting me. Oh my god, guys, this is the last episode of Getting Back on Track. This isn't the last of me that you will see, but this is the last episode of Getting Back on Track. This is episode 10. I cannot freaking believe it. But this video is also going to be dedicated to one of the main questions that I get asked all the time. Why am I not losing weight? And I thought, perfect way to end the video, give you as many tips and tricks as possible to help you guys potentially lose a couple more lbs that you've been struggling to lose. Your girl got you. Wow, that was hollow. I promise there's a heart in there. I promise I'm not a stone cold bitch. Quick disclaimer before we get into this video. All the advice I'm going to provide you with today is things that I personally have used and have worked for myself. That doesn't necessarily mean that it will work for you. Make sure that everything is a-okay with your body. And what I mean by that is, if you've tried everything under the sun possible to lose weight, but you're still not losing that weight, it could be because there's kind of a more underlying issue. And what I mean by that is, it could be your hormone levels, it could be your stress levels. So go to the doctor, check with your doctor, get some blood tests done, just make sure that everything is okay. The first thing we're going to go into is, this is something that I think that I would have loved to be told when I was starting my fitness journey and when I was trying to lose weight, trying to lose fat. The advice that someone else gives you doesn't mean it will work. Don't always, I'm saying this for myself as well, just because I'm giving you this advice, just because I'm telling you to try these things, do these things, it does not mean it will work for you at this time of your life. If someone is telling you to switch up your diet completely and go and use the diet that they've been using, or try the pills that they've been trying, fantastic. It might be working for them. It will not necessarily work for you. You have to find what works for you. Please, please, please do not go on the internet and search up Kim Kardashian's meal plan or workout schedules and then think that that's what you should be following. Every single person is unique, and what works for one person doesn't mean it will necessarily work for you. And what tends to happen is you're following this diet plan that you found online, or this workout plan that you found online, that could be really restrictive and really depriving for your goals and what you want to achieve, and it could leave you more disheartened than when you first started. Moving on to tip number 2, you are simply not getting enough sleep and rest. Rest and recovery is vital to see any progress being made, or to help with fat loss and weight loss. If your body lacks sleep, it gets stress, and fat and stress go hand in hand together. They love each other, they're best friends. You need to allow your body to sleep, to rest and recover accurately enough and sufficiently enough so you can then wake up the next day, perform well at the gym, and also prevent you from getting those really insane cravings. When you're tired, you get hungry. Energy levels are low, sugar levels are low. I need a candy bar, but you don't need a candy bar. You need sleep, people. Someone who works out in the evening, please try and avoid having any energy drinks just before you work out, or any pre-workout. My biggest mistake I ever made was, if I'm training at 7 p.m. in the evening, if I take pre-workout, I'm up all night. If I take an energy before I work out at 7 p.m, I'm up all night. So try and avoid being reliant so much on energy drinks or even any supplement. Sleep is more important than any supplement in the world. Moving on to tip number 3, and this has to do with nutrition. If you're someone who is eating in a deficit, and what that basically means is your input in your body is lower than your expenditure, you are doing things correctly. However, there is a deficit and then there is starvation. They are completely different things. If you're on a deficit, that's fantastic. It's working for your body. You're eating a little bit less, not too dramatic. you're eating a little bit less, your expenditure is greater, you will see results in time. But if you're someone who is depriving their body, you are starving yourself, not eating a sufficient amount of carbs or a sufficient amount of fats because you think carbs and fats are the enemy, what will tend to happen is your body will shut down. You need carbs, you need fats to have a sustainable, healthy lifestyle, but to also see results. Now, when I get a client, what they tend to say to me is, Krissy, I've been eating a low carb diet, my calories are low, I've been doing so much cardio and I'm still not losing weight. Well, the reason is because you're eating too little. Your body needs a good amount of fats to be sustainable and to work effectively. Your body needs a good amount of carbs to have those energy levels to perform well at the gym. Carbs and fats are not your enemy. Do not be a carb dodger. Do not do that. It is absolutely insane to me how people are literally living off 40 to 50 grams of carbs. That to me is like, that just scares me. How do you function? How does your body run? Explain to me. You need a good amount of carbs and fats. Please, please, please do not restrict your body. With that being said as well, I think sometimes what happens is people are too perfect in their diet. Say you get a diet plan, you follow it step by step to a T, that is absolutely amazing. But with that being said, remember, this is a lifestyle, this is not a quick fix. So I really want you to get into the habit of treating yourself and not feeling guilty about treating yourself. So if you fancy a chocolate bar and you've eaten so well throughout the day, you've eaten clean, you've eaten all your protein, all your carbohydrates, all your micronutrients, you've drinking 3 liters of water, and you fancy a chocolate bar at the end of the evening, have your goddamn chocolate bar. Remember to never fully restrict yourself, and that is what's worked for me. It might not necessarily work for everyone. I know people who are bodybuilders, I know people who are prepping for competitions. This is easier said than done. These people are training and eating super clean for a good 25 weeks to get the body to be on stage. If you're someone who just wants a sustainable lifestyle and to lose a couple of lbs, honestly, rewarding yourself and treating yourself is like, it's godsend. You need it. You need it for your sanity, people. You just need a chocolate bar for your sanity, people. You feel me? You feel me? Tip number 4 is you're simply not working hard enough. Sorry to be blunt, sorry to be brutal. If you're going to the gym and for the past 6 months you've been lifting the same weights, you've been doing the same exercises over and over again, but not progressively overloading your weights, you are going to stay where you started. What I mean by progressively overload is you are slowly and gradually increasing the weights that you are using. Now, instantly, I know some people will be like, oh my God, I don't want to lift too heavy. I'll get bulky, I'll get manly. Trust me, it takes a hell of a lot for you to look bulky, for you to look manly. Trust me, you need to push yourself. You need to progressively overload your weights in order to break barriers, in order for your muscles to be shocked and the system to be shocked. So what you could easily do is, if you go into the gym and you're, let's say, on leg day, you are hip thrusting 20 kg, for example. Fantastic. If you've been doing that for half a year, 20 kg for half a year, you are not going to see results. You are getting comfortable. You are getting overly comfortable. The gym has become somewhere that you just go in, you don't push yourself, you do a couple of reps and you go home. Next time you go to the gym, add another 5 kg to your weights, even 2.5. Trust me when I say this, it will be scary at first. You may not think you'll be able to lift more, but that is a mental block. If you're constantly doing this over a long period of time, your muscles will grow because you're progressively overloading. Another tip is to give it goddamn time. You need to be patient. You need to allow your body to adapt to these new things that you are doing to it. If you've decreased your calories by 10%, so you are now on a deficit, allow your body a good 2 weeks to start seeing results. Results do not happen in a day. They do not happen in 2 or 3 days. they happen in a good sustainable amount of time. I think the best way to track progress is by taking progress pictures. Honest to God, just freaking trust me. I always tell clients, please can you take a progress picture before you start your guide? And then they tell me, oh Krissy, I'm not seeing results, I'm not seeing changes, I'm not this. And then I go, can you go back, wear the same outfit you wore in the same lighting that you took your original picture, take another picture and compare the two. When they compare the two, they're like, oh my God, okay, what the F? Okay, so the scales are saying I'm the same weight, but the progress pictures are showing a different result. The reason being is you could potentially be losing fat but gaining muscle, and you can't really see how much lean muscle you're gaining on a pair of scales, right? Results happen quicker for some people than other people, but they will come. Just be patient and just trust me. That is it of getting back on track. I cannot believe this is the end of a series. If you've missed this series, if you're new to my channel, I started a series called Getting Back on Track. And I basically was feeling really crappy, and I want to start this series to make myself accountable, to push myself to be able to do things, and to kind of just get my ass to the gym and get shizzle done. And this is episode 10. It is the final episode. So show some love by giving it a thumbs up and show me that you love these series just as much as I love you. Remember to subscribe to this channel, and remember to follow me on Instagram and comment down below for any future videos that you would like to see. Remember that I love you always and forever. I'm always here for you like you are here for me. And bye.